Okay, I am a mom of two, and I'm Kenyan. Is that important? Yeah, I'm Kenyan, but at the moment I'm not in Kenya. And my first child is 5 years. She's diagnosed with autism. And my second child is 1 year and a couple of months, like three operational. She's been under physiotherapy for as long as I can remember, from the time she was 3 years old. As she was growing, she went into occupational therapy and then speech therapy. But I would say we never had a clear sense of direction. You know, at one point I had enrolled myself in a class so that I can help my child, but then it was more of like materials. You just get materials to read, but you don't know how to implement.
What was it about the program that you thought would be beneficial for you as a family and for your child?
Okay, I would say the approach of RDI for us, it was different from other therapies. In this regard, it's like it helped us understand our daughter more, and it helped us to improve our relationship with our daughter. That was like the most, I would say, that is what like invited us to RDI. I don't know, the invited is not the name, like it pulled us to RDI. Then an amazing thing is like we have been working is on empowering our daughter with the basic skills. That's something amazing, and we see how you work with it, and like you're there to like assist me do it. So that is another thing. And I would say also we have been working on a better way of communicating with her.
Sure.
Our child, yeah. Sometimes it's like communication was literally never there, I would say. So now she's non-verbal, but we have a sense of communication in the house, you know, things are running smoothly. And I would say the most thing that I as a parent have been working on is self-awareness.
Absolutely.
As a parent. And those comes in like when you're giving us the assignments, and I've done it, and like I go through it, like I watch it and I'm like, okay, I did this is so wrong, I'm not supposed to do this. But still, when we sit down, sometimes we'll say, no, you did this and it's amazing, you're supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do this, maybe you let her be. And that is sort of self-awareness, something that I never thought of before the program.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think since the time we've started, I've felt like together, you and your daughter being on this journey for so many months, I can see there's so much understanding between the two of you. The number of questions you had about why she does this or why she doesn't do that. I think now you are kind of also able to understand her perspective. You know, even though she may not be able to communicate it, you're assuming competence, you know she can do it, and you're wondering about what the breakdowns are, and you're assisting her in being able to overcome them. So I think that has been a beautiful transition to see that your frustrations have reduced and you're willing to keep trying new things. Yeah.
Definitely. Like if I watch myself from the first video, sometimes I go back to the first videos I was doing and I was like, okay, we've grown. We've grown. It's been like few months, but you see the changes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And what would you think your daughter has gained from this program? This was your perspective of what you have gained. And now, again, as a parent, what do you feel? What are the changes, the positive changes that you have seen in her?
Okay, I feel like she feels like it has given her power to communicate. Like she knows, like, no, I don't want to do it. There's no way you're going to force me. And she is going to show you, like, I'm not doing it. I'm not feeling it right now. And then we go like, okay, fine. We are not doing it now, but we'll do it later, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like instead of tantrums, we had a lot of tantrums before.
Mhm.
Now we have less tantrums. When we started RDI, her focus was, I would say, she will not focus on something for even 5 seconds. She
Mhm.
will just be like, her focus was everywhere. You're doing something, but she's just literally not there with you. And nowadays, it's like if it's something new, she's really into new
Yeah.
activities. So if it's a new activity and she loves it, she will give it her all, like 5 minutes, and she's there. Okay, I won't say literally there, but maybe she'll run away, but she'll still come back and like finish whatever she started. So that's another amazing thing, I would say,
Yeah.
her focus.
And what are you looking forward to now that you've been on the program for so many months? What do you think is going to be the next step for you on
Okay.
this program?
I have two things to say about this. So one, I think it's more of the RDI answer, and another one I would say more of a personal answer.
Sure.
So what I look forward is for her to grow into this happy, comfortable, and amazing girl.
Mhm.
Like the sky's the limit. And I do not want to know how others say autistic kids, you need to mold them into behaviors that they're not theirs.
Yeah.
So I do not want to like input things in my daughter where that by she doesn't want to do them. No,
Mhm.
I want her to be this free spirit girl, like the way she is,
Yeah.
and amazing, happy, and all that. That's what I look forward. Like whatever she feels she can do, I'm there to support. Like the sky is the limit for
Yeah.
her. Okay. But then another thing that I really, really look forward to is when we started the program, we kind of had this short term to long term goals,
Yes.
whereby we review the goals after every 3 to 6 months, I would say.
Mhm.
So I'm looking forward into ticking more of those goals.
Yes. Especially when we discussed the short term goals recently, we saw that even though we may not have met them completely, but we're seeing that we're getting there. And I
Yeah,
think for
for
each
sure.
child, each family, it's a different pace that you kind of set for yourselves. And sometimes you're able to get there on time, sometimes it takes longer. But I think in this case also, there were other things that came up, like, for example, limit setting is something that we're working on currently, which kind of stood out for
Very
us,
true.
based on the way we were progressing in our RDI program. Do you have any recommendations for all the parents of children with autism or just children with special needs in general?
Like every child is different, so you need to break down your expectations, especially once you know your child is special in a way, like in one way or another.
Mhm.
And then I would say another thing is like, as a parent, if you feel like there's that inner voice that tells you something is wrong, I feel like do not ignore that inner voice.